Welcome back to Video Games Reloaded, and today, as it says in the title, let's take a look at the Sega Nomad. This is a Sega Nomad. Now the Sega Nomad never actually came out in the UK, was exclusively to the USA. I believe they made over a million units, so it's not exactly what they call a rare console variant. Maybe in this country because we didn't get to see it, but this technically is a handheld Mega Drive. Now the unit itself came out in 1995, and I think if I remember me saying before, total chaos for Sega in 1995. They were bringing out so many consoles, it's not surprising that this thing didn't do incredibly well. Sega were just trying everything to keep the Sega Mega Drive alive, whether it be making multiple versions to add on, i.e. the Multi-Mega, or the Mega CD Mark 1 or Mega CD Mark 2, or even the 32X. They were trying everything to keep the Mega Drive alive, and why not, because it was doing incredibly well. I just don't think they saw the future particularly well and realised, let it go, let's make something else. Let's not just keep the Mega Drive on life support, which they did. Take a closer look at it and then we'll come back. So let's take a closer look at the Sega Nomad. So here you can see there are 6 buttons which are controlled by this mode button. So if you're pressing it once in, it will change it from 3 button to 6 button, so you can play fighting games. Start button, and over here as you can see is the thumbstick, which feels really good pressing. It gives you these more directions. If we put it on the top, you can see this is the cartridge port. Over here you have the TV connector, which we'll try to get this one, which fits like so. On the other side you can see there is a power supply, so you don't have to run it off batteries, and then there's a start on and off. So let's pull them out. Over the bottom. So flipping it over, you can see there's a headphone jack, a volume up and down, a brightness key, and a controller port. So you can play this while plugged into the TV as like a normal Mega Drive. So let's talk a bit more. So I have to apologise obviously for some of the footage you're about to see, as unfortunately I do have a very cheap cable that connects it to the TV. Unfortunately when it's plugged in it causes a lot of lines and fuzziness. When you actually see the system running, which I will show you, it doesn't actually do that. Unfortunately it's only when it's with that cable connected in, because it's so poor quality, it does that, and it may even appear on the second footage that I've captured also in the video, so I apologise for that. But let's look at some games that I'm going to plug in so you can see what the screen resolution was. As I've said, this one is modded, so you will get to see that rather than that weird flickering which you get to see when I'll do it in the videos. So the games we're going to be looking at today are, on Mega Drive, Streets of Rage, Fatal Fury, Gynog, Golden Axe 2, Empire of Steel, Alicia's Dragon. So we'll put them aside. So let's take some footage of that and then show you running on the Nomad. As well, I'll try my best to get it to run on the full screen and so you can see it at the same time as running on the Nomad. Bear with. So let's take a closer look at this modded screen. Do my best I can because it's going to be a little bit of reflection, but I'll boot it up and then I'll go a bit closer. Hopefully you can see Sega and hear it running. As I said, it has a modded screen. Now there is ups and downs obviously when it comes to the Sega Nomad. One of them being because it's an American Genesis, technically on a handheld, not all the game library will run here because the games are slightly different. So whereas the vast majority of games will run, not everything. There's a lot of games I've already tested on it that don't run. I would have to have it remodded so it is region free, which I might do a bit later on, just to make it a little bit easier. But technically, like the Game Gear, it's great to have a handhold and play. On my one, if I pull the power supply out, you can see there's a battery space for a battery port on the back. I don't have one of them, unfortunately. It would make life a little bit easier if it could be more mobile, but then again I can't imagine the batteries lasting that particular long, not when you're using so much power to actually run it, given it's like a Mega Drive on the go. But overall it's a great solid system and one I have been looking for a while. I've only just recently picked it up, and I've been looking for that and for the Sega Jet for the longest time. I haven't found a Sega Jet yet. I'm still looking. Hopefully I will find one, but at the current time I'm still looking. But this is one I've been after for a while and it's a fantastic system. Would I recommend spending all the money to get one? No. You'd have to be complete Sega mental like me to actually do that, but again it's been on my hit list for a while, as long as like the Mega multi-Mega, but again I love Sega, so why not. So thank you for watching the video. It's a bit of a shorter one this time, but yeah, it was again a lot of fun to do, and a lot of fun to talk about, and I wanted to sort of show it off and just say how much fun it was actually to play. Please like and subscribe, it will again help the video grow, and I'll see you on the next one.